Hello and welcome to this video demonstrating the integration between CURO and Oxford Risk. In this video, we look at why integrating best-of-breed systems makes great business sense and demonstrate Oxford Risk as part of the KYC process. At Time for Advice, we're committed to working with our partners to address one of the major issues and threats facing our industry, and that is the disconnected world that is an advisor's reality, as highlighted in Origo's and the Langcat's recent white paper. We believe that we have a responsibility to work with other industry specialists to streamline the already complex advice workflows by delivering meaningful integrations that help advisors enter data once in CURO to then have it shared with the best-of-breed solutions that they work with. By doing this, we're able to reduce the risk of data error, as well as releasing the time of advisors and their staff to spend on the tasks that their clients value. CURO from Time for Advice is the most modern practice management system available and is built on the multi-billion-dollar Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM platform. We enjoy working in partnership with our clients to deliver a real return on their investment in CURO and to help them develop efficient, profitable and sustainable businesses. So let's now hand over to the team at Oxford Risk to show you how this excellent integration works.
In this video, we're going to take a look at how the Oxford Risk suitability tools can be integrated into CURO, allowing client data to be automatically downloaded into the Suitability Compass tool, avoiding double keying and saving the advisor's time. The first thing to do is to log into CURO and make sure that the client's information is accurate and up to date. Here we can see client Susan Smith. She's 52 years old, single and has 2 children. She earns £75,000 a year and a bonus of £25,000. She aims to retire in around 15 years' time when she'll receive a state pension of £10,000. She spends £50,000 a year, but there's some flexibility to cut back if needed. In 3 years' time, her eldest child's off to university, and she plans to pay the fees of around £10,000 each year for 3 years. In 5 years, she has a goal to give £25,000 to the children to help them pay for a deposit for their first home. She has £25,000 in cash with HSBC and her home's worth £750,000, and she's got a mortgage of £250,000. She's got a personal pension worth £300,000 and a similar amount in an investment portfolio. Susan's asked us to review her investments, and now I'm going to show you how you can do this efficiently and robustly with the Oxford Risk Suitability tool. Oxford Risk Compass is a robust end-to-end suitability solution that helps investors to establish the most suitable investment solution based on a complete assessment of their situation. Our behavioural profiling tools provide richer client insights, empowering advisors to have deeper conversations and deliver more personalised service and develop stronger relationships. This better understanding of the client allows advisors to manage the investor relationship and help investors, importantly, to stay the course. Here we can see the Oxford Risk Advisor Dashboard. This can be quickly and easily branded with your logo colours and fonts to create a seamless user experience. The Advisor Dashboard is where you can start a new profile and see a complete list of your clients' responses. Here I'm going to hit Start New Profile to launch a new assessment. In the New tab, you need to enter the client's name and the tool will search CURO to find the investor's account. Select the client and select to import the data from CURO. You then need to select which assessments you'd like to send to your client. In this example, we're going to complete the full Suitability Compass assessment, which will allow us to satisfy all of the regulatory requirements. The tool has been designed to support flexible ways of working, helping firms deliver advice efficiently, saving time and lowering costs. The assessments can be sent to clients ahead of a meeting by simply pasting the URL into a personalised email or secure message. The assessment can also be completed in the client meeting, and in this example, we're simply going to hit Open a New tab to launch the assessment. Here we have the Financial Personality Assessment, And this is a short psychometric questionnaire that measures the investor's risk tolerance along with 2 behavioural traits, composure and confidence. The questions are purposefully simple and do not require the investor to have any financial knowledge or mathematical ability. It's the shortest but most accurate assessment, and it can usually be completed in 2 to 3 minutes. The assessment's validated every year to make sure that it remains the most accurate and robust, and that questions can be easily understood and create a good user experience. We never ask questions about current market conditions. It's all about how investors approach financial decisions and how they feel about risk and uncertainty. We've now completed the assessment and the investor is presented with their results. Here we can see that the investor has medium risk tolerance, and the behavioural insights reveal that this investor has low composure. Risk tolerance is the investor's long-term psychological willingness to trade off risk and return, and it forms the baseline risk for their total net wealth. Composure, however, measures how likely the investor is to have emotional reactions to shorter-term fluctuations in the value of their portfolio. Low composure investors may be made anxious by the temporary ups and downs of the market. They're likely to trade too frequently, or buy high and sell low. Armed with this additional insight, advisors can manage the clients and help them to avoid making the wrong decisions at the wrong time. Once the clients read the report, they can hit finish to move on to the next stage of the process. Here we see the financial circumstances assessment, and this is a short digital fact find which captures the investor's financial situation and their future cash flows and goals. This information is used to calculate risk capacity, or capacity for loss, and it's a measure of the investor's ability to take investment risk. It also determines the appropriate suitable risk level for their total investable assets. Here you can see that the client's financial situation has been automatically uploaded from CURO. It's now possible for the advisor to quickly work through the financial circumstances assessment, updating any additional information which may not have been contained in CURO along the way. Here we can see Susan's bank account and her investment portfolio, and we can let the system know whether the asset is managed by the firm, along with a high-level asset allocation for the investment. Here we see Susan's pension, and again we can select whether the asset is managed by the firm and tell the system what the asset allocation breakdown is. This will provide an indicative risk score, which can help you to identify whether the investments are at the right level of risk for the client, and it's also used for calculating the right level of risk for the assets under management. In this section we can see Susan's income and her future income, in this case the state pension, which she'll receive in 15 years' time. We now move on to spending, and we can quickly and easily let the system know what flexibility there is to cut back if necessary. Here are the future spending plans. Remember, the aim is to send the eldest child to university in 3 years' time, and this payment will stop after 2 years. We can capture the importance of these plans and whether there's any flexibility to change things should the future turn out not quite as expected. Here are Susan's investment goals, the gift to her children in 3 years' time. All of the spending and future spending plans have been captured and downloaded from CURO, along with the timing and the duration. We now move on to the non-investable assets, in this case Susan's home, and we can let the system know her willingness to sell the investment to fund future expenditure. And finally, we capture the mortgage and any other debts. All that's left for the advisor to do now is to hit finish to get an assessment of Susan's risk capacity. We're now presented with a chart showing a summary of Susan's balance sheet and a measure of her risk capacity. This is a quantitative measure of the investor's ability to take investment risk, and it also determines the appropriate suitable risk level for total investable assets. It's not a question of how the investor feels about losses, rather it's a robust financial assessment of the investor's ability to take risk given their current circumstances, anticipated cash flows and their future goals. It provides a robust audit trail for satisfying risk capacity requirements, and these descriptions can easily be copied into other suitability letters, saving time. Here we can see that Susan's risk capacity is very high because her total net wealth, adjusted for everything we know about the flexibility of the spending plans, is large relative to her investable assets. This provides Susan with additional wealth to fall back on, and she can take more risk with her investable assets to ensure that the risk of her total net wealth is suitable overall. We can see that the risk capacity is high because Susan has non-investable assets that are large, and her future income is greater than her planned expenditure. We now move on to the knowledge and experience assessment, which is a short survey designed to quickly and easily understand an investor's knowledge and experience of investing to ensure that they're in a position to realistically know what they're investing in. The assessment creates a robust and digital audit trail, allowing advisors to evidence that they've satisfied their regulatory obligations under MiFID II and the FCA's COB rules. The knowledge and experience assessment measures a number of factors, including the investor's confidence, their investment history, education and profession, and importantly, their understanding of some fundamental investment principles, which we term investment sense. The results of the knowledge and experience assessment are presented on a traffic light system. A red, amber or green scores applied to each individual component along with an aggregate or overall K&E rating. It's ultimately up to the advisor to determine the appropriate client processes they wish to follow in response to the outputs. But in those cases where K&E is not green, some further documented steps should be taken with that client to confirm that they are, in fact, ready to invest. We've now come to the end of the assessments, and we can return to the advisor dashboard where we are notified that the client has recently finished their survey, and we can click to access a copy of the advisor report. The advisor report provides a rich set of analysis and insights to help advisors establish the most suitable investment solution based on a complete assessment of their personal and financial situation. We can take a closer look at the advisor report in another video, but for now we'll just focus on some of the key points. The report begins with the outputs from the financial personality assessment, which includes risk tolerance and the other behavioural traits. We can now see a robust consistency test validates that the client's responses, revealing any potential misunderstandings. In this section, we use the behavioural insights to help advisors deliver a more personalised service by providing guidance about what to do differently with regard to constructing investments, making decisions, and client communication over the investment journey. Here we can see the outputs from the knowledge and experience assessment and the investor's risk capacity. The advisor report provides the advisor with a suitable risk level for their total investable assets. The starting point is risk tolerance, the baseline risk for investors' total net wealth. This is adjusted up or down depending on their risk capacity, knowledge and experience and composure. It's a quantitative process providing a digital audit trail. Here, Susan's risk tolerance is medium, but a high risk capacity means that she should take high risk with her total investable assets to arrive at the right level of risk overall. But her knowledge and experience reduces the suitable risk level, which is released over time as knowledge and experience is gained. Finally, her composure is low, so the tool applies a further reduction to the suitable risk level to ensure that your investments are suitable for Susan's financial personality. The suitable risk level is the right level of risk to take with total investable assets, but the tool also calculates the risk of assets held away, helping the advisor to establish the suitable risk level for assets under management. In this example, we can see that there's a mismatch between the client's suitable risk level and the risk of their existing investments, so the advisor can now make a suitable recommendation to bring everything in line. In this section, there's an opportunity for the advisor to agree the suitable risk level with their client. Each suitable risk level has a suitable risk range, and this is calculated based on the annualized standard deviation of long-term investment outcomes. Let's now take a look at choosing suitable investments. Our unique mapping methodology and quant finance model provides a robust solution for mapping investment solutions to suitable risk profiles. This calculates the long-term risk of a portfolio or fund, and these risk levels are then compared to long-term risk ranges to establish the appropriate risk level for each investment solution. This makes it quick and easy for advisors to select suitable solutions, increasing consistency and lowering risk. The tool provides a rich set of financial planning outputs, helping advisors to determine the affordability of the investor's goals and spending plans. A cash flow model determines the number of years the investable assets are expected to last given the investor's goals, based on a range of different scenarios. This can also make a clear case for the benefits of investing rather than simply remaining in cash. Finally, a comments section allows the advisor to record the risk profiling discussion, the rationale for selecting the suitable risk level, and any other notes. As the final step, the advisor can mark the report as approved. This locks down the suitable risk level and mapped investments, creating a robust and digital audit trail. Let's now return to CURO and the client's risk tolerance page, where you can see that their suitable risk level has automatically been uploaded. In the notes section, we can also see a PDF copy of the advisor report. We've now come to the end of the video, and hopefully you've seen how the Oxford Risk suitability tools can be integrated into CURO, allowing client data to be automatically uploaded into the tool, avoiding double keying and saving advisors time. If you have any further questions, please get in touch at oxfordrisk.com.
And there you have it. In this video, we've looked at a typical client journey from CURO to their ATR assessment via Oxford Risk and how the outputs can be captured back against the client in CURO for audit purposes. I hope you found this video interesting, and please do look out for more videos in the CURO integration series.